neon haze, there's a place where I lived in my younger days. We raised a few cattle and we worked the ground on a road that stretches out east of town. The smell of alfalfa and the taste of dust, a far cry from living in the upper crust. Out by the river where the blacktop ends, the closest place to heaven that I ever been. We called it Barnyard Boulevard, 14 miles of washboard road. Barnyard Boulevard, a little stretch of gravel that I call home. 1,000 old posts holding rusty wire, no hunting signs painted on some old truck tires. On Barnyard Boulevard, on a tractor with my father at the age of 10, driving through the field and back again. I couldn't reach the pedals of that old John Deere, so he set me on his lap and he let me steer. Got my first kiss from the girl next door, sitting on the back of a flatbed Ford. A little bit of cushion from a gunny sack, parked in the shadow of an old haystack. On Barnyard Boulevard, having us a dirt road rendezvous. On Barnyard Boulevard, seeing how much trouble we can get into. Some Boone's Farm apple and an old guitar was all I needed to become a star. On Barnyard Boulevard, when I go back home, I like to drive through town with the radio up and the window down. Every now and then they play a song of mine, and I think to myself, it's about damn time. I turn up the volume and I sing along. The people look at me like my mind is gone. I know what they're thinking when they hear that noise. He's just one of those good old boys. From Barnyard Boulevard, 14 miles of washboard road. Barnyard Boulevard, a little stretch of gravel that I call home. One of these days I'll be going back and build me a big old country shack. On Barnyard Boulevard.
scrubs, got her hair pulled back. She's clocking in, but she just clocked out. She didn't sign up for this, but it is what it is. Ducks her baby in bed, the night with a kiss. Then she's out the door for a 12-hour shift. Your day ends the second that hers begins. She goes to work, headed to the front lines of the world. She's a get your hands dirty, go get 'em kind of girl. She's a breadwinner who cooks dinner and sacrifices day in, day out. She goes to work every day with her heart on her sleeve, underpaid overtime, set aside all her dreams. She doesn't get the thanks that she deserves. She goes to work. Green since she was 18, too young to see the things she's seen. Hat pulled over her hair, hard breaking through that strong old stare. 'Cause it's been 6 months since she's been home. Mama cries in the kitchen, daddy's on the phone. She says, I love you, we'll talk soon, I gotta go. She goes to work, headed to the front lines of the world. She's a get your hands dirty, go get 'em kind of girl. She's a breadwinner who cooks dinner and sacrifices day in, day out. She goes to work every day with her heart on her sleeve, underpaid overtime, set aside all her dreams. She doesn't get the thanks that she deserves. She goes to work. Secret, the ones who really save the day. The truth is, not all heroes wear capes. She goes to work, headed to the front lines of the world. She's a get your hands dirty, go get 'em kind of girl. She's a breadwinner, cooks dinner, and sacrifices day in and day out. She goes to work every day with her heart on her sleeve, underpaid overtime, set aside all her dreams. She doesn't get the thanks that she deserves. She goes to work. She goes to work.
His name is Jake Dodds. Jake Dodds, and She Goes to Work, right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. Welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. I'll be interviewing Jake Dodds on June the 11th. We'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time from Branson, Missouri, like usual. And Jake will call in at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, talk about his big hit, went viral on TikTok right there, called She Goes to Work. And hopefully we'll get a couple of more singles from him to play during the live interview as well. We kicked off the show tonight with Tony Elson from the Tony Elson Project and a big song called Barnyard Boulevard. We've got it going on, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of big songs coming up on the show tonight. Big radio interview, too. I'll be talking to Tim Brick here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for that. He is from Vermont originally and moved to Austin, Texas about 5 or 6 years ago. We'll be finding out the stories behind his music and playing some of his music for you during the live interview as well. Let's get back into the country music, though, right now. Debuting brand new single from Michael Wayne Dill. It is called Can't Stop the Rain on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I remember your kiss like moons fall on apple blossom wine. I just dropped you off to go meet some friends of mine, and I got a call later saying you slipped away. I still blame myself, 'cause maybe you'd still be here today. Oh God, it for another day. I could drink the bottle dry, trying to drown out the pain, but I just can't stop the rain. Been 47 years since you let go. I still don't know how to move on. I can still smell your Chanel perfume. I still can't hide the way I feel about you. Oh girl, you just ignore the truth. I can try to run away, cast it to the side, save it for another day. I could drink the bottle dry, trying to drown out the pain, but I just can't stop the rain. I can still smell your Chanel perfume. I still can't hide the way I feel about you. Oh girl, I can just ignore the truth. I can try to run away, cast it to the side, save it for another day. I can drink the bottle dry, trying to drown out the pain, but I just can't stop. I can just ignore the truth. I can try to run away, cast it to the side, save it for another day. I can drink the bottle dry, trying to drown out the pain, but I just can't stop the rain.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
Got a counter full of long stems that never seem to die. My favorite's the pale pink, but I'll settle for white. Lucky me, I'm drowning in Valentine's. At least once a week, you got a dozen in hand, doing what you think makes you a good man. And I'll flash that fake smile once again. There's one for sneaking in too late at night, one for when sorry wouldn't make it right. A ribbon tied around your mistakes in a pretty vase, and we both know it, but we'll just call them roses. Roses.
Her name is Mae Estes, and she is awesome, isn't she? Went viral with that song on TikTok, and that is where I found her, and she agreed to do an interview with yours truly. It will happen next Thursday, May the 13th, right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. We'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time. Mae Estes will be on the air with yours truly at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to all the affiliates taking on the show, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You can listen to the show on stations like KUHS Denver out of Denver, Colorado, KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 out of Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com out of Belgium, devilscountryradio.com out of Belgium, itsliferadio.com Belgium, radiotheking.be for Belgium, lpcountry.com, wvmiradio.com, itsmycountry.online, and live106.5.com, The Wolf out of Kansas City, Missouri. Isn't that some good stuff? As you know, I'm broadcasting live from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. Let's get back to the live entertainment on the radio. His name is Randall King. He is the next George Strait, some are saying. I tend to agree with that. From the great state of Texas, one of his latest singles, it is called Hey Moon on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Hey moon, it's me again, that guy that's always checking back in. How's she doing? I'm hoping better than I've been. Hey moon, there's someone you see that stands between her love and me, and I miss her. Damn, I miss her. Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky. Oh, but I gotta try. Hey moon, is she looking up from her room and thinking of us? Has she been tucked in, wondering where I've been, dreaming about seeing me again? Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot, and I know that it's crazy talking to a rock in the sky, but I gotta try. Hey moon,
Country sounds like this.
Talk to me, Texas. I'm proud of where I've been.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Love
love ain't supposed to be a walk in the park. If it was, we'd all have it. It's more like a blindfold reaching the dark, and you're lucky if you can grab it. Now your hands in mine, I'm gonna keep you close. No matter what curves the road's gonna throw, we won't let go. 'Cause we both know we're gonna be the strong ones, still standing when the hell comes, still running when the well runs dry, still believing when the sun don't shine, ain't afraid of a hard day's night, won't quit when it don't go right, let the world bring it then some. Girl, we're gonna be the tough ones, yeah, the tough ones. Ain't gonna say there won't be some days that'll give us all we can take, but we won't back down, we'll make it through somehow if we lean on love and faith. We're never gonna break, we're gonna be the strong ones, still standing when the hell comes, still running when the well runs dry, still believing when the sun don't shine, ain't afraid of a hard day's night, won't quit when it don't go right, let the world bring it then some. Girl, we're gonna be the tough ones, yeah, the tough ones. We found each other by the grace of God, so we better give it all the give we got. We're gonna be the strong ones, still standing when the hell comes, still running when the well runs dry, still believing when the sun don't shine, ain't afraid of a hard day's night, won't quit when it don't go right, let the world bring it then some. Girl, we're gonna be the tough ones, let the world bring it then some. Girl, we're gonna be the tough ones, yeah, the tough ones.
I found that gentleman on that app TikTok. He took that song viral. His name is Cooper Allen, A-L-A-N, Cooper Allen. That is called Tough Ones, right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. This next artist scored 9 #1 singles with her old record label, Curb Records. Now she has her own independent record label. It is called Dreambound Records. Her title track for her latest album is called Me. I'm going to play one of the other cuts from it. I love this song. It is the one, the only Miss Jo Dee Messina. This is called Love on a Maybe on today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a finally Friday.
You say, don't be mad at you, but what am I supposed to do? I can't keep wasting space in my heart. You get close and then you push away. Your car is back in my driveway. You know what to say. I hope you stay. Can't come back around, can't come back around, getting my hopes up.
That is Jody Messina. It is called Love on a Maybe. And again, that is from her independent album. Title track of it is called Me. And check her out on her own record label, Dreambound Records. That is some good stuff right there. We got more good stuff on the way. I got a great radio interview happening right now with Tim Brick. How are you?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good. Hey, man, they're going to have to put up with 2 Tims tonight on the radio. Isn't that cool?
Double trouble, man.
That's right. So, hey, we've been having a little good chat off of the air, and you're from the Vermont area, and my buddy Ron Reed, who we used to work together on another station, and that's what I kind of got my start in country radio on the internet, was with his station, Music Road Radio. And we took that thing huge, and he interviewed you back in Vermont when he was on AM station there, too.
Yeah, that was, like I was saying, I barely made it to the interview that day because I was following Google Maps, and Google Maps kept leading me to like a high school. And I was in that parking lot, and I'm like, I know the interview isn't here, and so I barely made it, but yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy radio interviews and, just meeting new people, meeting new DJs such as you and stuff.
Well, I appreciate it. If you drive here, Google Maps might lead you wrong, too, because I'm broadcasting from my basement studio in Branson, and if you see a mouse running around out there, don't hit it, because that's probably what's making the music play right now.
Yeah, really. Got an antenna strapped on his back.
Exactly. Some good tunes coming out when I move that little mouse on the pad here. So, but hey, and we're going to do that with your music too, man. You got 4 great songs that you sent over, and I appreciate each and every one of them. We're going to play a couple tonight and debut you on Indie Country Radio. Tell us a little bit about yourself, though, and how you got into this. I call it a crazy music business, because it sure can be.
Oh, yeah. It's ever changing, really. You never get for me personally, I never seriously ever get a handle on the business part of the music business.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing since I started. I guess I was 12 years old when I did my first live show and started playing music, and I've been writing songs ever since then. Not a lot of good ones, but I'm getting better at it recently. So. I haven't played country all my life. I come from actually a rock and roll background, and I made the switch over into more of a country rock vein around 2007, and just been writing songs and putting out independent CDs, all since then, just trying to get the word out, and just playing anywhere and everywhere that will have me, and sending my music to you and all over the world, trying to get some exposure and get my music into the speakers of people. So.
That's awesome. It's a big world out there, but it's when I find out that you've interviewed with my buddy that we worked together for about 5 years, at the same station, it all kind of comes around, as an independent artist. Everybody kind of even knows everybody almost, and it's a real tight-knit and almost a small community as big as it is out there.
Oh, I agree. Just to kind of give you a small example of what you were talking about being a small world, I think back in 2012, I spent some time down in Nashville, and I met this great artist. You actually might have played some of his music, Jimmy Parker.
Yep.
And so about 5 years go by, or maybe 4 years rather, and I'm down in Texas, and I'm out in this backwoods barbecue joint. For an open mic, and they're like, oh, we're having a guy from Nashville who's going to be showing up later. And so I went out back, took a little break, and when I came in, the guy from Nashville was Jimmy Parker sitting right there. And by golly, I was like, what? I was like, is that you? And he looks at me, and he hadn't seen me for years, and he's like, is that Tim Brick from Vermont? That's, both of us out in the middle of nowhere in Texas, running into one another. It was an experience. I'll never forget that. It just always makes me laugh.
Yeah, that's awesome. I say it all the time on the radio. The 2 biggest places that send me music, I get most of my music from Texas and Canada is where the artists are located, but all over the world, really. Now, you were in Austin, Texas for a while, and I guess you moved back to Vermont, but tell us a little bit about that Texas country music scene, because I know there's some good venues there.
Well, that's the main reason I went to Austin. I had a choice between Nashville or Austin, and I felt at the time, and I still do, that the real country music still existed out in Texas, and I wasn't disappointed. And you could go hear Western Swing at the Broken Spoke on any night. You can get outside to like New Brunsfels, all over the area, hear a bunch of outlaw country type stuff. Of course, you got the big red dirt country scene out there with Oklahoma and Texas. I love a lot of the bands that are in that genre as well. And yeah, it was just great. I mean, and there is a difference, me coming from the north. When I played with like fiddle players down in Texas, it was a totally different type deal and style than like the northern fiddle players. I noticed, little things you get used to over time, and then when you're thrown into a different scene, it really opens your eyes up, and that's what I love about it. That's why I love music. It gets me to meet new people, travel new places, and kind of opens your eyes to new experiences.
Yeah, absolutely. And boy, we sure missed it this last year, don't we? And I know you guys do. I missed radio for a year. I kind of stepped back from it, and then the pandemic, when it hit, everybody kept still sending me emails of music, and I kept hearing these songs, and I'm like, man, I got to get back into radio now because, there's nothing else to do but write songs like you've probably been doing a lot of, and get in the record. Oh, yeah. You can still get in a recording studio and not be around a whole lot of people and record something cool. So I was like, no better time to get back into radio than now, and I've been in for about a year now since this whole thing went down, but sure glad to be able to have you guys back out on some live shows and hear some live music.
Oh, yeah, and I mean, it's the same right back at you. I mean, that's with the pandemic going on, that's what people need is, good radio. I mean, that's what they're listening to.
Yep.
Is good radio. They're either listening to it for music or they're listening to it for information or news on the pandemic or stuff. So it's one of those things that it's always been an anchor since it's come along in our society. And even with the internet and all that, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
A lot of people say it might have hurt the industry in some way, but in another way, like with radio, it's a boom market.
Exactly.
Because you can get your voice out there and get it heard, and that's a great thing.
Yeah. I'm kind of one of those stations, though, that I want to take people's minds off of that, because I want to when you go to a movie for 2 or 3 hours, which those theaters got shut down too, and one of my favorite ones, man, we went to one here in Springfield, Missouri, called Alamo Draft House. You can actually eat and have a beer right at your table. They got a table between your legs and these reclining chairs that recline way back, and the cup holders and everything.
Nice.
I'd never seen a movie like that. So you can have whatever food-wise brought right to you while you're watching that movie. But you want to escape from the reality of what's going on, in my opinion, like all of this COVID stuff. And that's what I've always tried to do, is provide that 3-hour escape in this show, talk to you guys. And yeah, we get on that subject a little bit, but I've had music sent to me about COVID, and I don't want to play it. I want to get away from that.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. I mean, to write about that subject. I mean, in a direct fashion. I mean, I will say in some sense, like with the shutdown and everything, it was kind of a blessing and a curse in a way for a songwriter. Because while the live stuff shut down and everything, the time, downtime enabled me to kind of focus and gather what I needed to do to get a new batch of songs together.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased to say over the next couple weeks, I'm actually going to be going into the studio and doing sessions for my next CD. It's going to be a 13-song CD, and as soon as that comes out, which I'm expecting in probably late summer, early fall, I'll definitely ship you down a CD for free.
Oh, nice.
And with maybe some maple syrup from up here in Vermont.
Thank you very much. That would be awesome.
Yeah, man.
I've got a drawer full of those, and I keep those as mementos. I don't ever put them in my computer and play them on the air or anything like that. I like those signed copies just because, I'm doing this, and I appreciate that very much. That is awesome.
Oh, no problem, man.
There's been a lot of good...
It's a symbiotic relationship. We help each other out,
Exactly. There's been a lot of good songwriting collaborations, too, happen out of the pandemic. I've interviewed other artists that have told me, hey, my friend lives over here, and we don't have to necessarily, and maybe can't because of being quarantined, come to each other, and co-write a song, but we can sure do it through the internet and through our phones, and and come up with ideas and get feedback off of one another. And so even co-writing is happening during this thing, which is really cool.
Yeah, and that's actually one of my if I had a weak spot, that's probably one of my weak spots, because I don't have a lot of experience co-writing with other artists. I would love to. The situation just has never come up. I've had a few cases, but that's a regular occurrence nowadays in the music industry. I mean, when you look at songs, any song that's probably coming out of Nashville, typically you're going to have 3 or 4 songwriters on it.
Yeah, and so you just threw that out there. So if you're looking to co-write with somebody, the artists that I played and that I've interviewed, some of them multiple times, and you'll probably be one of them, then you might be able to hook up with some of them. So stick to our social media on our Facebook page, KICR Indie Country Radio on Facebook, and join our group too, Artists Played on Indie Country Radio, and I'll put you in that group and invite you in there after the show's over. And you'll be talking to about 1,000 people at least in that group. So.
There you go.
So,
there's some options.
and they're all putting out their new stuff or their videos or their Facebook Lives or whatever, and I want them to do that. I want you guys to put up tip jars if you want to ask for money, because still getting out on the road is still kind of touch and go right now. So feel free to do that.
Oh yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I got a GoFundMe campaign going right now just to finance my next CD.
Yeah.
And but I like a lot of musicians out there, I do weekly live streams to keep in touch with the fans, and I have a little virtual tip jar there. And really, that's what probably one big blessing for us musicians the internet's been, is our ability to, like you said, stay in contact with each other through writing, exchanging files, but also just live streaming and playing, keeping the music out there. So, but it doesn't beat, person to person.
No, that's still the best way, and boy, we miss that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, hey, just looking at the chat room, I got jealous. Ron said he's already got a signed copy of your CD, but I don't mind playing second fiddle to him, and I really can't play the fiddle. I can't play the fiddle, so.
Hey, Ron.
Appreciate
Glad to hear
that.
you're tuning in, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I want to ask you some of the male influences and maybe even female influences that made you want to do this country music thing. Maybe some names that we would know that you maybe listened to growing up and radio and whatever.
The first guy that I've ever listened to since I was a child was Don Williams. Loved his voice. But the one who really probably the one that made me want to get into country heavier and actually write country music was Waylon Jennings.
Oh, nice.
I loved everything about his music, and and I love the fact that he tried to fit into a scheme, and it didn't really work for him. And then when he went out on his own and tried to do things his way, he ultimately found the success he was looking for.
Yeah.
He taught me you can play country music with a rock and roll attitude. That's my biggest lesson I learned from Waylon.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I also love, Travis Tritt. I love Blackberry Smoke as a band that I'm really digging right now.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Johnny. Let me see.
I'll have to look up Blackberry
of course, Willie,
Smoke.
all those guys.
I haven't heard of Blackberry Smoke. I'll have to look them up.
Well, they're not necessarily country. They're like a southern rock band.
Oh, okay.
But that falls right in my wheelhouse. That's what I like. Especially, that's why when Travis Tritt first came out, I instantly loved him, because he mixed the country and the rock together, and it was a little bit of an edge. And during that class of when you had Alan Jackson, I think Clint Black. To me, Travis Tritt was the standout one for me, because he had an edge to his music, and that's what I try to have as well,
Yeah.
And
absolutely,
it's just something left over when you play rock and roll for a lot of years. It's just something that kind of edge gets ingrained in you.
Yeah.
So everything you do tends to kind of have that on it. So.
Yeah, I just finished before I went on the air with this show a 3-hour classic country music show. I got some Travis Tritt in there today. That song "Country Club," but he had a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, that's a great song.
And he's a standard for a lot of folks for sure. And here just a year or so ago, there was a show called Real Country on TV, and he was a judge on there, and some of the talent on there was pretty good. We played Porter Union, a married couple from Springfield, Missouri, just north of Branson, that were on that talent competition. I think Shania Twain was a judge on there, and Travis Tritt, and John Rich from Big and Rich, I think, also.
Yeah, it was on...
I think the
USA Network, if I remember right.
Yep.
And it's funny because a lot of people they always come up and tell me, they're like, "Oh, have you ever thought about trying out for The Voice?" And I've never really was interested in that. But when that show came out, it piqued my interest, and but it never came back after I think the first season.
Yeah,
unfortunately, and but I would have loved to seen like different. I would have loved to seen like Jamie Johnson, maybe as a judge on there.
Yeah,
and because. That's probably, in my opinion, right now, that guy is probably the most talented songwriter going.
I agree. I played him today on my show, too, the Classic Country. You know, I'm playing an artist by the name of Todd Cameron. He was on that competition show, and he said Shania Twain and Travis Tritt told him that his song wasn't good enough for radio. And he wants to prove them wrong. He's going viral on TikTok with his latest single, and I'm playing it, and I think they're wrong too. So you
hear that a lot in the industry. You can you take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure Travis and Shania heard that a lot when they were coming up.
You know, it's just another example of don't let one no shut down your dreams, or maybe more than one. You know, maybe 2 out of the 3 judges. And if that's what it takes to get you voted off of that talent competition, then, you know, these artists come back saying, I'm not going to let that slow me down. You know, whatever Travis Tritt said to me or Shania Twain, I'm going to use that as motivation and be even better the next time. And that's usually what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Those are learning experiences, really. It might sound cliche, but I've learned more from what I failed at than what I've ever been successful at.
Yeah.
Because when you fail at something, it forces you to kind of just step back and look at yourself in the mirror with more of an objective eye, and see, you know, what worked and what didn't. If you just have success all the time, you never really. I don't think you're ever challenged in that way because you're too busy having a good time.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I used to work in sales, and sales is a numbers game. They'll always tell you that, you know, and it's the maybes that you don't want to hear. It's the flat out no's that you do want to hear, actually, because you know you're not going to be wasting your time. If that person tells you no, you can move on to the next one. And you're always looking at numbers, you know, of statistics or whatever is going on, you know, because it's always a competition, whether it's a car dealership or whatever. You're in competition with somebody else. Yeah. So it's that way in the music business. You guys are looking at the music charts, the indie music charts. It's not that you're in competition with these other artists, but just if you see your name on that chart, that motivates you. If you're number 100, you want to be number 13 or 14 or whatever, you know.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and keep moving up the charts. So, but just knowing that you're out there trying and getting that recognition and getting on those charts, that's what it's all about, huh?
Oh, I agree. I can't tell you what it felt like the first time I heard one of my songs on local radio up here in Vermont.
Yeah.
And it still gives me a chill every time. You know, I'll have fans of mine texting me or instant messaging me over Facebook saying, "Oh, I'm driving down the road. I'm over in northern New York, and I'm driving down the road, and I'm listening to your song "Busted in Texas" right now." It's an amazing feeling, and it does. It inspires you. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm what I'm doing is right, or something's going right because people are playing my music.
Yeah. And
you know, it makes you just want to try harder, and you know, you need that as a person in any field. You need to have something good to happen every now and then to keep you going. It can't be all doom and gloom all the time. I don't think anybody could take that for 100% of the time.
Exactly. You know, 9 years ago this week, I started doing Today's Country with Tim Kelly. So I'm kind of celebrating an anniversary here. But I've always had a standard of this station is the tagline of New Country's Best, is what I call it. You can follow us at Twitter at New Country's Best. That's our Twitter account. because, good music deserves to be on the radio. I don't care about the money, the marketing, the deep pockets that some of these artists or their parents might have to put them to the top. To me, it's about playing good music. When 4 of your songs make it in this rotation, that's pretty darn good in my opinion, because I've been doing this for a while and kind of got an ear for it, and I just don't play anybody, and that's the hardest part of this job. Taking on an artist is, or telling him that, that music needs some work, or, you just flat out aren't meant to sing, maybe. but that is not true of you, my friend. So congratulations.
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate that.
You bet.
And the reason for that is because I always accredit to the producer I work with up here. His name is Colin McCaffrey, and he's like that. He'll tell me flat out. He'll be like, this song isn't really ready. Needs a lot of work, and he'll challenge me on things, and that makes you better.
That is true, and having that feedback, and I like to do voiceover stuff on the side too, and every voiceover group that I'm in, because radio guys, they a lot of them end up going to voiceovers and doing stuff for radio and television and commercials and ads that you hear every day on TV and radio, but the first thing they tell you is you need a vocal coach. And somebody to give you that feedback. If you don't have that, you are out there on your own. It's hard enough being an independent artist, but, to do this whole thing by yourself, that makes it even harder.
Oh, it's extremely. I mean, it's a double-edged sword because nowadays you have such a person can get their music out there quite easily. But the flip side of the coin is everybody can get their music out there so easily.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it makes it harder to kind of stand out from the crowd, so to speak.
Yep.
So, I mean, and if nowadays, for instance, I'm not only a singer or songwriter, I'm a guitar player, I'm a band leader, I'm a booker, I'm a promoter, I'm a marketer, I'm a social media. I mean, you handle all that, and you got to have so many hats nowadays.
Yeah. Singer, songwriter, you're the whole thing. The entrepreneur deluxe, man, is what you guys are. And I said it today on the Classic Country Show. The days are over of where, like Loretta Lynn can walk into a radio station with a record of Coal Miner's Daughter, hand it to the program director and say, would you play this on the radio? And it happens. It just doesn't happen like that anymore.
Nah.
But you can send me an MP3, and if it gets my attention in 30 seconds, it's going on the radio. That's how it works for me.
And I got to thank you once again, because when I initially reached out to you, I mean, you got right back to me.
Yeah.
And showed me how to submit my music and stuff, and so, I mean,
I don't miss
so many times where I'll reach out to people in this industry, and you hear nothing back from them.
Yeah.
And so when you got right back to me and provided me an avenue to get my music to, I was very appreciative of that.
Thank you very much. And just to let everybody else know, and I don't really put this on social media, but Thursday and Friday are my heavy radio days because that's when I'm on the air. So I wake up early in the morning, checking my emails and everything. And I work a full-time job, too, away from this. And last week I did 60 hours at that. So, 5 12-hour shifts in a row. So I don't have a whole lot of time allotted for radio during the week, but I do see the emails and everything, and I try to get back to you within that same week and get something going. And doing a show just on Thursdays and Fridays, I'm booked out already halfway through June for interviews. So, and they just, they come to me, I'm at that point where I don't really have to seek them out anymore. Now, I do send some out. I sent one out today because I've got another artist that is going viral on TikTok with her music that I would like to interview, So I appreciate them. I'm so humbled by them taking me on when I reach out to them as you are when I take you on. So it's a win-win.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, that's it's all about, as I say, it's all about the song.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
everything comes down to that.
That's what we're about here, and that's again why I call it New Country's Best. Well, man, you've got some good music that we need to spin one right now. One called Country Style. Tell me about this one.
Well, I basically wrote this. I was making pretty much, it's a social commentary on lifestyle up here in Vermont. It's a very small knit community in this state. A lot of people, everybody knows everybody, so to speak. And like when I was down in Texas and I would mention where I'm from, a lot of people would be like, well, what state's that in? And it's like, yeah, it is a state. It's a small one, but we're there. And so that's basically what, and it's not only kind of a reflection on the lifestyle up here, but it's kind of a reflection on, or a statement rather, on how I think life should be.
Nice.
We should trust our neighbors, live in a time where, you give a helping hand to your person, and you can count on somebody's word and a handshake.
Yeah.
And it's hard to find that nowadays, but it is around in certain communities, and where I come from up here, it's a big thing.
Well, you know what? They call country music 3 chords and the truth, and that
That's
song,
right.
by what you just said, is speaking the truth, my friend. That is exactly the way it needs to be, or maybe in some places like Vermont still is, and that's great.
Yeah, for sure. The only problem is this song, I think, has 4 chords. So
Okay. Well, that's all right. We'll add another chord in there. No problem. Hey, let's play country style. His name is Tim Brick, and if you can hang out for just a few more minutes, we'll talk a little bit more here on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Old dogs in country stores, a handshake and a smile never go out of style. Where I come from, pickup trucks and cold beer, cruising on a John Deere, a simple way of life feels so right, rolling round here, where everybody knows your name, they're always there to lend you a hand, no need to lock your doors at night to keep the world outside when you live in country style. Suntans with a cool breeze, shade under the maple trees, an old swimming hole where all the local folk go, so jump on in. Sparks fly in the moonlight, a blue-eyed dream to hold tight. You can let your hair down, shake it all around, Lord, and go wild. Where everybody knows your name, they're always there to lend you a hand. No need to lock your doors at night to keep the world outside when you live in country style. Shake off those blues, you got nothing to lose. Just leave all your worries and troubles far behind when you live in country style.
Country style. His name is Tim Brick. He's hanging out with us live tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio. They are loving you in the chat room, my friend, and it's packed tonight. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah. It's cool. You get instant feedback on a song, and usually it's good feedback. Like I said, we only play new country's best, so that's a good thing.
Yes. Well, it's I'll take the good and the bad. So if anyone's got any ideas, let me know.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Hey, I want to thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It has been a blast. We could go way longer than 30 minutes, and I've done that before. But
I got the gift for gab, so give me an opening.
We're getting ready to bust out another hour of the best in new country, though. And before we do let you go, though, where can folks find you on social media? I'm looking at your website, but let's let you tell it.
Well, you can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/TimBrickMusic. You can also follow me on Twitter. I believe my handle is TBrickVT. And you can find me on YouTube as well. Of course, my website is www.timbrickmusic.com. And I think I'm on Instagram too.
Okay.
So just you type in Tim Brick, and I'm sure I'll come up. There might be a doctor out in California that might pop up, but
hey,
he's like 70 something, so there's no mistaking it.
Yeah. Hey, that's all right. When you sign that CD, I'll know who it's from. Then, right?
You got it, man.
It'll look like a doctor's handwriting.
Oh yeah. No, well, yeah, mine might be a little more legible. So.
I'll have your Instagram and your address when you send that, so that'll be cool.
That's right.
Hey, I appreciate every bit of that. Fantastic interview tonight. You got my number, I got yours. Stay in touch and keep that music coming, and we'll keep playing it.
Thank you very much, Tim. I appreciate it, and I just want to say to all your listeners out there, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the comments, and I hope to be getting some more music to you in the near future.
You got it, my friend. Tim Brick. This next one is called Before the Dawn on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best, and thank you once again for joining us.
The big wheels roll, the highway unfolds, the radio plays a sad old tune. Time ticks away as I count the miles on the road that leads me back to you. Through the long cold rides, the lights burning up the night, I keep rolling on. Rain keeps falling, your voice keeps calling me home. I can see the home fires burning in the valley before the dawn. Lying here beside you, silently amazed at the moonlight shining in your eyes. These precious moments are few and far between. My heart breaks each time we say goodbye. Through the long cold rides, the lights burning up the night, I keep rolling on. The rain keeps falling, your voice keeps calling me home. before the dawn. I can see the home fires burning in the valley before the dawn.
This hour of Today's Country with Tim Kelly is sponsored by OutHouseTickets.com, helping save the small venues. Small event venues have been entirely shut down due to COVID-19. Countless people have lost 100% of their income overnight. It's not only the performers and producers that are affected, thousands of jobs rely on the small venues to survive. Why not donate a few dollars today to help save the small venues and keep live music alive? Visit OutHouseTickets.com to donate today and save the small venues.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now. On Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Rock on her window, her daddy's sleeping, I'm hoping she slips out the back door. Two hearts running wide open. It's hush, hush, hush as I'm pushing that truck. She's steering the wheel and I'm pushing my luck down to the corner, round the bend, firing it up and we're gone like the wind. Sometimes one night burns with the sunlight. Sometimes a right night turns into a lifetime. I can't believe that rock on her hand began with a rock on her window. Rock on her window. A weekend in Panama City. Her daddy said hell no, but mama slipped her a 50. It's hush, hush, hush as I'm pushing that truck. She's steering the wheel and we're pushing our luck. It's through Alabama, east on I-10, till the waves wash the innocence off our skin. Sometimes one night burns with the sunlight. Sometimes a right night turns into a lifetime. I can't believe that rock on her hand began with a rock on her window. Rock on her window. She says this time I can't see her, 'cause she's wearing a white dress. Says this time her daddy will bring her. Sometimes one night burns with the sunlight. Sometimes a right night turns into a lifetime. I can't believe that rock on her hand began with a rock on her window. With a rock on her window.
That is the latest single from Blaine Howard. He grew up in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I went to junior high school with his mother in Fort Scott, Kansas. He lives in Nashville, Tennessee, doing his thing. The latest single right there called Rock on Her Window. Go check it out. Blaine Howard is the artist. Hey, I want to thank Tim Brick, the artist that I just interviewed for the last 30 minutes. What a great radio interview that was. A lot of fun, and he will be back on the program. He's got a brand new 13-song album coming out, and we'll have him back on to talk about that as well. Good stuff on the radio tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We'll send this next one out to Indianapolis, Indiana, and our good friend Lula Bradbury listening to us and live in our chat room. This is her favorite, Tony Corrales, from the Tony Corrales Band from Arizona. It is called Fight for Your Love on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best in hour number 2.
I still open doors for you, baby. Give you a kiss goodnight. And even when things turn out wrong, I do my best to make it right. You used to leave little notes. I'd find them throughout my day. I wanna be your one and only. I see you're in love but lonely. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. I miss you when you're gone, even just for the day. All the beauty I still see in you just takes my breath away. You used to walk up behind and wrap your loving arms around me. I wanna be your one and only. I see you're in love but lonely. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. Baby, I'm gonna fight to make this house a home. And I'm sorry I made you feel so alone. So I'm gonna fight for your love. Show you everything this man is made of. And I take one hell of a beating to learn how to treat you right. 'Cause girl, I'm not going down. No, 'cause girl, I'm not going down without a fight. No.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
It's just you
Let's take it nice and slow. Put on a Marvin Gaye tune and turn it down nice and low. I wanna see that red silk dress slide gently to the floor. Hey, sexy lady, dim the lights and lock all the doors. There's a soothing sensation and the magic when we touch. Say this night will last forever. I just can't get enough. This sweet hot loving you pour on me rocks me all night long. So come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on, yeah. Wrapped up in your heated passion, somewhere I've never been. Lost in your bedroom as I feel my heart caving in. Baptized in your desire, I've been bathing all night long. Still clinging to Friday night that's already gone. There's a soothing sensation and the magic when we touch. Say this night will last forever. I just can't get enough. This sweet hot loving you pour on me rocks me all night long. So come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on, yeah. This sweet hot loving you pour on me rocks me all night long. So come on, baby, rock on. Yeah, come on, baby, rock on. Come on, baby, rock on, rock on, rock on.
His name is Darren Wright. He is from the great state of Texas. What did I tell you about that Texas country music? It is awesome, isn't it? That is called Rock On, and we are rocking on here on KICR Indie Country Radio, country style. Hey, that's the song I just played too from Tim Brick. That was awesome. And I'll tell you what, we had an awesome interview with Darren Wright about 4 weeks ago. So keep doing your thing, brother, and keep sending that music. If you would like to send music to me, email me at indiecountryradio@yahoo.com. If I like what I hear, like I've been doing tonight, we're definitely going to be putting you on the radio. This next young artist is on the radio. She also performed this song about 4 weeks ago in the Circle at the Ryman Auditorium at the Grand Ole Opry. It is the latest single from Brandy Clark. It is entitled Remember Me Beautiful on today's country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
I thought that a woman would live forever. I guess I grew up, but I swear she never grew old. Sometimes I put on a favorite sweater when I'm all alone and the world feels cold. She'd say you should have known me when I was 20, when life was a long road ahead with no end. I was a fast car don't think I ever heard her talk about dying. She was just too busy living every day. When I want to call her up and I can't stop crying. If heaven had a phone, I'm sure she'd say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. I told her she could go if she was ready, and I promised her that we'd all be okay. She needed me, so I was strong and steady. I leaned in close and I hope she heard me say, remember me beautiful, remember me young, remember me smiling with my face towards the sun. Remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love. Remember my love.
Hey everybody, this is Adam Grant and you're listening to Today's Country with my good buddy Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country and KUHSdenver.com.
Hey, I'm country, backwoods and
There ain't nothing like you and me, baby. Lying on the creek bank just being lazy. The full moon shining through the trees, just maybe we can stay, baby, all night long, loving like crazy. So baby, take your time. Can feel your heart beating next to mine. As the sun goes down, oh, just let it fade and stay, baby, all night long, like you've never been. True love is meant to be every now and then. So stay, baby, all night long. Stay, baby, all night long. Loving like crazy. Loving like crazy.
That is called Lovin' Like Crazy. That is exactly how we feel about that man's music. His name is Adam Grant, good friend of ours from the state of Georgia. Well, that artist is friends with this next artist I'm getting ready to play. They are even deer hunting buddies. He's our good friend, Mr. Danny Allen. This is called You Know I Want You on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
It's been 15 days since you've been gone. I've been doing all the things that I said I'd do if you moved on. I've been hanging out with all my friends, trying to forget you and doing the best I can. But I don't think I can take one more night without you right here by my side. I ain't never loved nobody the way that I love you. Girl, you make me want to. You make me want to drive my truck right back to your house, say a little prayer that it all works out, make sweet love till the morning comes. Oh girl, you know I want you. I got the truck gassed up, got the radio on. I got a few of my buddies waiting for me down in Old Mexico. They wanna make a little noise, throw a few back, meet some cute senoritas, drink some cold margaritas, and raise a lot of hell, yeah. But each mile I drive, you're right there on my mind. Been fighting back this feeling since I hit that state line. All I know is I need you, I want you right here, right now. You make me want to. You make me want to drive my truck right back to your house, say a little prayer that it all works out, make sweet love till the morning comes. Oh girl, you know I want you. Every time I close my eyes, I see your pretty face. I want you, I need you right now. Gonna drive my truck right back to your house, say a little prayer that it all works out, make sweet love till the morning comes. Oh girl, you know I want you. You know I want you.
Hey, this is Brittany McLam, and you're listening to Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio and KUHSdenver.com.
there was an angel who put me into bed at night. There could be no other that could sing me fast to sleep. You were just being a mother, but those memories I'll always keep. Did you know that you are so dear, Mama? The love you gave me is my armor. Your light shines brighter on my darkest days, and I'm not afraid. Dear Mama, I don't know anybody stronger, but there's a mountain that I need to climb. You are my guide, dear Mama. Now that I am older and time seems to fly, I wish that I was closer so we could spend more time. But you don't need to worry, 'cause your songbird will be fine. Did you know that you are so dear, Mama? The love you gave me is my armor. Your light shines brighter on my darkest days, and I'm not afraid. Dear Mama, I don't know anybody stronger when there's a mountain that I need to climb. You are my guide, dear Mama. Dear Mama, don't know anybody stronger. There's a mountain that I need to climb. You are my guide, dear Mama. The love you gave me is my armor. Your light shines brighter on my darkest days, and I'm not afraid, dear Mama. Words can't say how much I love you, and I hope that you can understand. You made me who I am, dear Mama.
Her name is Brittany McLam. That is called Dear Mama, and that is her latest single. It just got released today, but we had it first exclusively, and I've been able to play it on a couple of shows this week. So absolutely love that when that happens. Thank you, Miss Brittany McLam. You are awesome. Hey, she also dabbles in real estate. Go over to our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, and scroll down towards the bottom of the page, and you'll see she works with a great group of folks at Keller Williams Realty. So if you're looking for a house in the Franklin or Nashville, Tennessee area, Brittany McLam is your girl. If you're looking for the best in new country music, Tim Kelly is your guy. This next gentleman, his name is Cody Hibbard from Adair, Oklahoma. This is called Just for the Record on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on a finally Friday.
Just for the record, the reason you ain't heard from me is I've been trying to find the right words, and it ain't been easy. Just for the record, I know it's long overdue, but I gotta get this off my chest the only way I know how to. Yeah, girl, this one's for you. Some songs are meant for the radio, some songs are meant for a party crowd, some songs you put on a back road mixtape, some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth regrets. Some songs are meant for a midnight drive. Some songs are meant for a country crowd. Some songs you put on a back road mixtape. Some songs you gotta crank up loud. But here's a few chords and the truth about how I ain't me without you, and how right now I'm wishing we were back together. This one's just for the record. Yeah, yeah, just for the record.
Nobody knows new country
like we know new country.
Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Rolling on that old dirt road where she grew up. Daddy's in the field again, and he's got that tractor stuck. She's glad there's just some things that never change. She turns the wheel, heads down the bank and up to that bridge. Daddy takes a handkerchief, waves and wipes his head, and she's still amazed that he works this way. His two strong hands, how she loves that man. 'Cause the sun still shines on Galveston Drive. Now my crew 158 to 159. Those old potholes, that country road, shaped her life. It's her miracle mile, Galveston Drive. Down the road there's a little church where she gave her heart away. At 9 years old and at 23, on her wedding day, the first kiss by the creek under that oak tree.
request. That is Brittany Marie. It is called Galveston Drive. We'll send that out to Ron Reed, my good buddy, listening to us in Bennington, Vermont tonight and in our chat room. And absolutely, we're having a good time, ladies and gentlemen. You guys got to jump in here sometime. You can do it right from our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. You'll see that little bubble bouncing around, probably a red bubble. Double click it. That is our chat window. Come in and say hello to yours truly and request your favorite new indie country music. This next gentleman is going viral with this next song on TikTok. I could not wait till the release of this one. It happened on April the 23rd, and we've got it. His name is Hayden Kaufman. His new single is called Good As It Gets on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this finally Friday.
She's a wake-up call at 6 a.m. and I'm a snooze button getting hit again. Cut off them lights and crawl back to bed. Now I've tried my best to understand why she picked a honky-tonkin' guitar man. I just can't get that thought on out of my head. Yeah, she puts the 10 in Tennessee. She's everything I'll ever need. Good as it gets, and it's ever gonna be. Dancing around with her two left feet. Now I pray, oh my good Lord, don't ever let her leave. She's singing along while the radio plays her favorite song by King George Strait. Check yes or no, and I'm gonna love her to my grave. It's as good as it gets, better than I thought it could be. 'Cause for whatever reason she loves me. Now I've been known to run around, but these days I don't leave the house. 'Cause she's everything I need to have a real good time. She's as good as it gets, and it's ever gonna be. Dancing around with her two left feet. Now I pray, oh my good Lord, don't ever let her leave. She's singing along while the radio plays her favorite song by King George Strait. Check yes or no, and I'm gonna love her to my grave. It's as good as it gets, better than I thought it could be. 'Cause for whatever reason she loves me. Front porch swinging, I'm a sucker for a woman from Tennessee. Good as it gets, and it's ever gonna be. Dancing around with her two left feet. Now I pray, oh my good Lord, don't ever let her leave. She's singing along while the radio plays her favorite song by King George Strait. Check yes or no, and I'm gonna love her to my grave. It's as good as it gets, better than I thought it could be. 'Cause for whatever reason she loves me. Oh, she loves me. She loves me. She loves me.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Gonna be the strong ones, still standing when the hell comes.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
The trouble with leaving is some somebody stays. And the problem with goodbye is it only goes one way. And I'd ride a buck wild Mustang, bareback with no reins. I'd take a barefoot walk across Arkansas. I'd spend a month in the desert just to be together for one night in Tulsa. For one night in Tulsa. Well, the thing about lonely is there's too much time to think. Like me lying here knowing if it was all up to me, I'd ride a buck wild Mustang, bareback with no reins. I'd take a barefoot walk across Arkansas. I'd spend a month in the desert just to be for one night in Tulsa. For one night in Tulsa. Well, I'm running on empty like never before, and I miss Oklahoma, but I miss you more. And I'd ride a buck wild Mustang, bareback with no reins. I'd take a barefoot walk across Arkansas. I'd spend a month in the desert just to be together for one night in Tulsa. For one night in Tulsa. Just one night in Tulsa. Just one night in Tulsa.
Her name is Kylie Frey. She is from the great state of Texas. Her last name is F-R-E-Y. Kylie Frey. Look her up. She is amazing. One night in Tulsa. I've spent a few there myself. Lived in Oklahoma for 20 years. Now doing my thing in Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. We got some great live entertainment going on right now. By request, the Darren Morris Band, our good buddy from Gilmer, Texas. This is called I Will on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
Baby, why you all alone, sipping on that lonely drink, staring at your telephone, waiting on his call? Looks like you could use a laugh to fire up that pretty smile. I can go and tip the band to play your song. I don't pretend to know him in the end. All I'm saying is if he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby I will, baby I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I wanna, girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real, baby I will. We could slip into a corner booth, get out of this rowdy crowd. I wanna hear your pretty voice. Tell me all about your hometown and your mama, your friends and all their drama. You've got my attention, you don't need him. Cause if he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby I will, baby I will. And if he can't slow dance. I hope you know I want, girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real. Yeah, baby, I will. Baby, I will. He don't make you go ooh, like he used to. He don't make you go ooh, like he used to. If he don't wanna bring you flowers, and if he won't lay around for hours on a Sunday when you wanna just chill, baby, I will. Baby, I will. And if he can't hurry up and take you out to slow dance, I hope you know I want it, girl, if he ain't gonna love you with a love that's real. Yeah, baby, I will. Baby, I will.
If he don't play that song, I'm gonna spit some chaw in his eye. Get her done.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universal Awards Radio Network of the Year. Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Yesterday's dirty dishes sitting at the table with us. You stopped by for a smoke and a beer a couple hours ago, but you're still here. Fish sticks and mayonnaise, bush lights in a purple haze. Ain't a thing that I would trade for these moments with you, dear. I wanna bottle you up, I wanna take you home, I wanna put you on a hanging shelf, nice and close, so I could take you down when I'm feeling blue. Pour myself a big old glass of me and you. I wanna bottle you up. Looking like you crawled out of bed, tangled up in a spider web. You probably got a pounding head, last night's smoke on your breath. But you're sure looking pretty to me. You're like a tank of gasoline. Light a match within 10 feet and I bet you'd start to scream. I wanna bottle you up, I wanna take you home, I wanna put you on a hanging shelf, nice and close, so I can take you down when I'm feeling blue. Pour myself a big old glass of me and you. I wanna bottle you up. You drop by here every week, bumming beers and heads of weed. We sit around and we shoot the breeze with little cups of homemade wine. My daddy used to make a homemade brew, Mama used to drink it too. They get drunk in the afternoon and they dance in the living room. I wanna bottle you up, I wanna take you home, I wanna put you on a low hanging shelf, nice and close, so I can take you down when I'm feeling blue. Pour myself a big old glass of me and you. I wanna bottle you up. Whoa.
are the Joe Stam Band, and that is called Bottle You Up. Boy, a lot of people like to bottle up this show tonight. It has been pretty good in the music area, hasn't it? Well, you can absolutely do that. It is totally downloadable. Go to KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. You'll see our live radio player. It'll start playing as soon as you hit the website. That arrow that's pointing down, hit that, download the show, and then turn it up. There you go. Turn up hour number 2. We're getting ready to kick it off right now. This is Dusty Lee with Dusty Lee and the Claim Jumpers and her smash hit called 99 Halos on KICR Indie Country Radio.
We said goodbye 3 years ago today. There ain't been one single night without you for me. 99 halos couldn't take you away, and 200 angel wings ain't got what it takes.
Starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
In the country is where I belong. Left my heart in my hometown. In the country, I learned to be strong by keeping my feet on the ground. Young, wanna do it all over
car, bought my first guitar, and the first kiss from my girlfriend. Yeah, we dreamed about leaving, getting out on our own, never knowing what we had at home. Take me back to the old dusty roads where I ran, where I met my first love and I joined my first band. Under a blanket of stars where she first held my hand, I grew from a boy to a man in the country. I miss the feeling of the wide open space and the smell of the warm summer rain. The wind at my back puts a smile on my face. Hear it calling me home again. Yeah, I dreamed about leaving, getting out on my own, never knowing what I had at home. Take me back to the old dusty roads where I ran, where I met my first love and I joined my first band. Under a blanket of stars where she first held my hand, I grew from a boy to a man in the country. Yeah. Yeah, we dreamed about leaving, running out on our own. Always knowing that where we belong was in the country. Here in the country. Take me back to the old dusty roads where I ran, where I met my first love and I joined my first band. Under a blanket of stars where she first held my hand, I grew from a boy to a man. Take me back where it all began, in the country. Back in the country. Yeah, back in the country.
They are the great group Dark Horse from Canada. That is called In the Country. Backup singer to Bon Jovi right there, Mr. Paul Lane, our good friend from a few years back. Man, I haven't played that in a while. Wasn't sure I still had it. I save everything, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to go in there and find it. That's what we got to do. Welcome to the third hour. Whoa, man, how time flies. Welcome to the third hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly. Having a blast in the chat room and having a blast playing this great country music for you guys out there in Radio Land. Let's kick off hour number 3 in style. Arlene Quinn, another good Canadian friend. This is called Life is Good. It is great right now on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best in hour number 3.
Hot coffee in my favorite cup, full tank of gas in my pickup truck, driving down that old dirt road, kicking up dust, windows roll down, radio up. Ain't much jingle in my old blue jeans, but I got you riding shotgun, and that's all I need. And oh, life is good, and it feels like it should. Ain't got time for looking back, leaving it all in the past, 'cause oh, life is good. Your hand in mine, sun on my face when
was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
Kicking stones, walking down that road, feel the sweat soaking deep in my bones. Feeling low, I can't let it show, 'cause I don't know where this road's gonna go. The fun of living life on the edge, never knowing what lies ahead. But I made a promise to the girl inside. I gotta be true, don't wanna hide. With this weight on my shoulders, it's gonna be tough. 'Cause this road I walk, it could get rough. In the desert heat, I can hardly breathe. One more step brings me closer to my dream. And in that dream, I saw a river so sweet. So I jumped right in with both of my feet, washing away the dirt on my skin, cleansing myself from where I've been. 'Cause I made a promise to the girl inside. I gotta be true, don't wanna hide. With this weight on my shoulders, it's gonna be tough. 'Cause this road I walk, it could get rough. But I made a promise to the girl inside. I gotta be true, don't wanna hide. With this weight on my shoulders, it's gonna be tough. 'Cause this road I walk, it could get rough. Don't wanna hide. I'm gonna be
That is my good friend Jesse Tyler Williams, formerly from Manitoba, Alberta, Canada, now living in Mexico. Got to cross a few borders there, but she got tired of shoveling snow. Now she's shoveling sand out of her shorts, but making great music. That is a great tune called This Road. How do you like this road we're going down? Welcome to the third hour, ladies and gentlemen. We won't stop the music until something tells us to, and that's that old clock on the wall. Don't look at it. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy it every time I push play. It's going to be fine. Mr. Tyler Braden, good friend of mine, is up next. This is called Love is a Dead End Road on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best deep into hour number 3.
Thought it was finding someone that was just like me, wanting college football up on the big screen every Saturday all through fall. But no, love is a dead end road. Thought it meant she'd pick a guitar, shoot pool with the boys in a smoky old bar room, and throw 'em back without a second thought. But love is a dead end road on the outskirts of our hometown, where the blacktop turns into gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather around to see little bare feet take the very first
gravel drive sounds. Pines line the river all the way to our house, where family and friends, they all gather round to tell Daddy goodbye just one more time. See her say for one hell of a life, where you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. Oh, you thank God it didn't turn out how you thought. We got her hand to hold. Love is a dead-end road. Love is a dead-end road.
New country sounds like this.
For one night in Tulsa, for one night in Tulsa,
And this.
And I want, yes, I want me a woman like that.
And this.
remember me happy when you remember what was. Oh, but most of all, remember my love.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Pretty good at leaving and pretty good at coming back. I'm pretty good at crying. I'm pretty used to that. You're pretty easy on the eye, pretty hard on the heart. Until you heard me say goodbye, you thought you were pretty smart. Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you. Like my heart didn't have a choice. And you thought you had me wrapped around your finger, that you thought I'd always be here. I know it hurts like hell, but sometimes love ain't pretty, boy. There's no use in trying to use those pretty words, 'cause I know you're lying. Nothing I ain't already heard. Save your pretty promises, save your pretty breath, 'cause tonight you're gonna end up in a pretty lonely bed. Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you. Like my heart didn't have a choice. And you thought you had me wrapped around your finger, that you thought I'd always be here. I know it hurts like hell, but sometimes love ain't pretty, boy. Love ain't pretty, boy. So go on and find some pretty face that thinks you're pretty cool, 'cause I think it's pretty safe to say I ain't your pretty fool. Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you. Like my heart didn't have a choice. Oh, and you thought you had me wrapped around your finger, that you thought I'd always be here. I know it hurts like hell, but sometimes love ain't pretty, boy. Love ain't pretty, boy.
Her name is Sydney Mack. I emailed her this week to try to book a radio interview. I think I'll get it. That went viral on TikTok. It is called Pretty Boy. She's got a couple of new ones out right now, but I wanted to rough this Pretty Boy up just a little bit more. I think it's great, don't you guys? Mr. Matt Stell is up next. This is called Everywhere But On. Right now it's on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on this finally Friday.
It's a big old world outside this little town. Thought that's all I needed to drown you out. It was gonna be easy. It was supposed to be easy. Put some days, put some miles in the rear view. A few state lines between me and you. Just a little space and time and I'd be fine. But I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. But there you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map, but that don't stop me from missing you. But looking back, guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I've moved everywhere but on. Mail still going to mama's house, 'cause I'm still long gone trying to figure out who I am without you, and why I still think about you. Just biding my time, making ends meet, loading trucks, pouring coffee, pouring concrete, planning my next move, but getting over you, yeah. But I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. But there you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map, but that don't stop me from missing you. But looking back, guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I moved everywhere but on. My way, this old highway would've fixed me up somehow, would've led me home by now. I've been from Savannah to Long Beach, trying to keep your memory out of reach. But there you were in the Delta nights, the Santa Fe sun, the Colorado sky. I could add another push pin to the map, but that don't stop me from missing you. Looking back, guess it's just one place I haven't gone. I moved everywhere but on. I moved everywhere but on.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music.
I like the DJs. There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
I park my heart in a tollway zone. When things get hard, I just wanna get stoned with nobody around to watch me drown. If I'm gonna fall apart, I don't need a crowd. So mind your own business, I gotta witness everything here's just fine. Don't be worried that I'm in a hurry to finish this bottle of wine. before. Lord knows I'll be here again, pouring them tall, where there's no last call. Just me and my four-legged friends all having a ball. So mind your own business, I gotta witness everything here is just fine. Don't be worried that I'm in a hurry to finish this bottle of wine. Yeah, I know you're gonna probably call Mama. If you do, let her know I ain't drinking alone, my dogs are home. Yeah, I might be off the wagon, but as long as the tails are wagging, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. So mind your own business, I gotta witness everything here's just fine. Don't be worried that I'm in a hurry to finish this bottle of wine. Yeah, I know you're gonna probably call Mama. If you do, let her know I ain't drinking alone, my dogs are home. No, I ain't drinking alone, my dogs are home.
Her name is Tara Thompson. That is called My Dogs Are Home. Fun little video to that one as well. You got to check it out on YouTube. Well, my dogs are tired. I've been doing 6 hours of live radio today. I got my loafers on, but I'm not loafing around when it comes to the best in new country music. In fact, we're going to debut a brand new group right now. Let's do it. They are Madison Station. This is called Life Leaving Its Mark on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best.
It's a cigarette burn in the leather seat of a Ford Fairlane Dad gave to me. It's a love letter written down in spray paint, screaming I love Katie to the interstate. It's a hole in the wall behind a picture frame, a football jersey with an old grass stain, tin cans tied to the back of a car. That's life leaving its mark. That's just life leaving its mark. Through lifelines, tattoos, and scars. All the good and bad are colors on a canvas, one big work of art. That's life leaving its mark. It's a baseball trophy from the big game, still standing at the high school in a glass case. A chewed up cushion on the family couch, an old dog collar on an old dog house, a bump on her belly, a mark on the door, 3 inches taller than the year before. It's another pack of Huggies in the shopping cart. That's life leaving its mark. That's just life leaving its mark. Through lifelines, tattoos, and scars. All the good and bad are colors on a canvas, one big work of art. That's life leaving its mark. It's 3 generations
you been injured in an accident or assaulted by some very loud music that comes out of your radio? If so, call the...
Skip ad.
More nonstop country now.
You're listening to the 2016 Nashville Universe Awards Radio Network of the Year, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I wouldn't let down my walls, I wouldn't let myself fall, I wouldn't risk it all on love again. I wouldn't pick up the phone, I wouldn't drive through the night, I wouldn't answer the door at 3 a.m. No, I wouldn't, no, but I would for you, give you all of my time, lay my heart on the line, I'd even walk through fire. I would for you, be the strong when you're weak, be the truth you believe, be the more than you need. I would for you, I would for you. I wouldn't dare hold my breath for as good as it gets, bet on all I have left so easy. I wouldn't drop all my plans, I wouldn't lie to my friends, no, I've never done that, but I would for you, give you all of my time, lay my heart on the line, I'd even walk through fire. I would for you, be the strong when you're weak, be the truth you believe, be the more than you need. I would for you, I would for you. What can I say? I'm not that way, but some things change, 'cause I would for you. I'd even walk through fire. I would for you, give you all of my time, lay my heart on the line, even walk through fire. I would for you, be the strong when you're weak, be the truth you believe, be the more than you need. I would for you,
Her name is Lauren Dusky. She has went viral with that song on TikTok. That is called I Would For You. You know, I don't play this indie country music for just anybody, but I would for you. No, I'm kidding. I send it out to the whole world every time I push play, and I want to thank all of our syndicated affiliates that take the show on and help us do that same thing. Over 190 countries and counting. I lost track at 185. There you go. Mr. Brandon Davis is up next with a big hit song. It went viral on TikTok. It is called What Cowboys Are For on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon doors swinging drunks. We ain't all rough-cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running all winter right into the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse. 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love your biggest acid on the Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak, come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand and let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. Dancing in the stress and you've been waiting for a hero to go saddle up and save you. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, we're riding to the store. Your strength when you feel weak, come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
You're listening to Tim Kelly on Indie Country Radio.
Looking for you, things there in the yard, but you won't find that old guitar. Might have sold it with that diamond ring. Took this girl on a shopping spree. Oh, what were you thinking? I guess I finally read the writing on the wall. Thank you, baby, for taking your time. Thank you, baby, for taking your space. I hope you're happy there with what's her face. It's so much better now that we're apart. Baby, bless your heart. Baby, bless your heart. Still remember how you used to say you'd never let me get away. Silly me, I tried to play along. Honey, you never proved me wrong. Oh, what was I thinking? You can trust me, I ain't missing you at all. Thank you, baby, for taking your time. Thank you, baby, for taking your space. I hope you're happy there with what's her face. It's so much better now that we're apart. Baby, bless your heart. Your cold, cold heart. Cold, cold heart. Oh, I knew it from the start. Oh, now when I crank Shania Twain, there's no one here to complain. Thank you, baby, for taking your time. Thank you, baby, for taking your space. I hope you're happy there with what's her face. It's so much better now that we're apart. Thank you, baby, for taking your time. Thank you, baby, for taking your space.
That is Abby Stewart. It is called Bless Your Heart. If you're not listening to Indie Country Radio, KICR, and all of the other radio stations that carry this program, well, bless your heart. I'll tell you what, I'm going to interview her on May the 28th. You need to tune into that one for sure. That is going to be a fun one. We hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time like we always do from Branson, Missouri. Abby Stewart, will be calling in at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. May the 28th is when that's going to happen. This next gentleman and I had a great radio interview a couple of months ago. He is from Midland, Texas. Our good buddy Philip Sanders. This is called Over a Beer on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best in hour number 3. Listen to KICR Indie Country Radio 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, powered by Zeno FM. Download the Zeno app wherever you get your apps and search KICR Indie Country Radio.
She's your Sunday morning, and I'm your Friday night. She's your top shelf, treat yourself, and I'm a cold Miller Lite. She's a pretty sundress, I'm an old ripped pair of jeans. She's a shiny new sports car, But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. She's a vase of flowers and I'm a rose tattoo. She's a light shade of yellow and I'm a darker shade of blue. She's a fairy tale on paper, a sure bet you could never lose. But you ain't fooling me, boy, 'cause when you're holding me, your heart tells the truth. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. I know you think you love her, but we can't go on like this. There's so much more between us than just another midnight kiss. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world. No, no, I'll never be your diamonds and pearls, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. No, I don't wanna be your good time girl.
Man, are they loving that song in the chat room and loving it in my headphones too. Bose knows, I'll tell you what. That is Taylor Austin Dye. Her smash hit Good Time Girl went viral on TikTok, and now the video is out. So you got to go over to YouTube and check it out as well. Taylor Austin Dye. Tell her you heard it right here on KICR Indie Country Radio, and maybe she'll be talking to yours truly one of these days in a live radio interview. Hey, what do you say we debut another song? I haven't forgot about this young lady, but had a ton of requests tonight. Her name is Kryslyn. It is Kryslin. Kryslyn Arthurs. She is from Oklahoma. This is called Sip on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Empty glass bottles scattered on the floor. He comes around at night, leaves me wanting more. And every single kiss intoxicates me, clouds up my judgment so I can't see. There ain't a man that's killing me. It's the whiskey that tastes so sweet on my lips, and I can't resist. If I have one, I have to have another.
Once again, her name is Kryslyn Arthurs, K-R-Y-S-L-I-N. Kryslyn Arthurs. Check that out on YouTube as well. It is called Sip. What a great song. Well, thank you for listening to all the great songs we pushed the play button on tonight and a great radio interview with Tim Brick. I want to thank him as well. Tune in next week on Thursday and Friday. I'll have more great radio interviews. We'll do classic country starting at 3 p.m. Central Time. Thursdays are triple play Thursdays, so you get 3 plays in a row from every artist all show long. Then we'll hit the airwaves at 7 p.m. Central Time, both Thursday and Friday, with the best in new indie country music as well. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. You guys have a great week, a great weekend, and I will see you on the radio. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there this week as well.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high